This is your rule walkthrough for the 6 to 8-year-old age division. Before we get to the obstacles, I'm going to go over some Ninja Works timing stuff with you guys. Every athlete is going to be on the starting platform before they run the course, right? You're going to stay on that platform until you hear this countdown. Obviously, on that fourth beep is when you are allowed to go into the obstacle. For every obstacle you clear, which we will go over that when we get to the obstacle rules, you will hear this sound, right? Every obstacle is worth 1 point, okay? If you do not hear that sound as you're running the course, don't worry about it. Just keep going. So if you do miss an obstacle, you can still get more points later on in the course. Once again, we're doing 1 try per obstacle, so just keep moving once you get through. All right, the only other sound you will hear coming from that clock is once you have 10 seconds left, it will give you a countdown for those final 10 seconds, and it sounds like this. Before we get to the course, I'm going to go over some overall rules, and this works for all of the age divisions. So every obstacle will have a starting platform and a landing platform. In order to get your point for that obstacle, you have to use the obstacle in between the starting and landing platform. If you touch anything that's not part of the obstacle, then you don't get that point. All age divisions will have a 2-minute and 30-second time limit on this course. All right, so once again, for each obstacle, you'll have a starting platform and a landing platform. You're only allowed to use the obstacle in between. If you touch anything that's not part of the obstacle, like the floor, the gray floor, the red mats, any support structure like the truss or straps, right, then you will not get the point for that obstacle. So now I'm going to go through the obstacles in the course, tell you what's the starting platform, tell you what's in play, and tell you the landing platforms. We'll start on this platform here. You can use as many or as few of these quad steps as you want. Boom, boom, boom. You can use any of these blue pads that you want to get to this platform here. Just stay off of the gray floor. That's the only rule. Do not touch the gray floor. Demonstration. Cool. Your next obstacle is the rope slider. You're going to start on this blue platform here. You can use the rope, which is attached to a zip line, to get to the blue platform on the other side. Demonstration. Boom. All right, next obstacle is the rings. You start on the platform you just landed on. We're trying to get to the next blue platform using as many or as few black rings as you want. You can skip as many as you want as long as you're not touching the red mat. Demonstration. Boom. All right, your next obstacle starts on this landing platform. You're allowed to use the trapeze bars to get to this platform right here. You are also allowed to use this extra block over here to the side. Little tip, if you start over here, it lines you up in the proper direction to go to the next trapeze bar. Your next obstacle is the boot scoot. Start on this giant platform here. You can use that black ring that's on the strap to get to the blue landing platform on the other side. Boom. All right, next obstacle starts on this platform here. You can use as many or as few of these blocks as you want to get to the blue platform on the other end. Demonstration. Nice. Next obstacle is the bar laches. You start on this giant block here. Use as many or as few of these blue bars as you want to get to the blue landing platform on the other end. Demonstration. Nice. Obstacle starts on this blue platform. You're allowed to use the red parts of these teeter-totters to get to the blue platform on the other end. None of the black is in play. Demonstration. All right, your next obstacle starts on this platform. You can use these two red V's to get to the blue platform on the other end. All right, your final obstacle on the course is going to be the 10-foot warped wall, which is a shorter one here. The buzzer is going to be on top of the 14-foot wall. So after you climb up, your time does not stop until you hit the buzzer. Demonstration.